This is a detailed tutorial on how to perform posture evaluation in APECS. In this tutorial, we'll see all steps, from taking a photo to saving the results. We'll be using Quick Analysis as a demonstration. Quick Analysis is designed for a rapid and basic posture evaluation. It is a simplified version of full posture analysis with less analysis sides and markers per each side. It is perfect if you want a quick and fairly general idea about posture. So to start, open the main menu and select the analysis, in our case, Quick Analysis. Now you have to select a plain view for your analysis. In Quick Analysis, you have access to the front and side views. Different sides are available in different postural analysis. In full posture analysis, for instance, you also have back view, front bend test, and left side views. You don't have to perform all sides, you can just perform one or two, those that are interesting to you. But for more rich results and more details, it is advised to perform all the sides available. So, to start an evaluation, tap to take a photo. You can select between taking a new photo from the camera, taking an existing photo from the gallery, or making a delayed photo, using, for instance, a tripod. If you decide to take a photo from the camera, what you'll see is the gray person appear on your screen. Make sure that the person standing in front of your phone is positioned inside this gray figure area. Also, make sure that your leveling indicators have all turned from red to green. Now, this is to make sure that your phone is held straight and perpendicular to the ground for consistent results. So in this tutorial, we'll go from the photo from the gallery. Now this is the front view. We'll select a front view photo. Now the next step is to crop it. Here you can eliminate unnecessary results, things you don't need. You can do that by repositioning this white box. Once you're satisfied, click on the scissors icon in the upper right corner. Now, you will have to select an analysis mode. You have a choice between auto position, manual mode, and marker detection. We'll see all three of these modes. In manual mode, you start with a blank photo where you have to put each marker one by one. In auto positioning, APECS will preset all the markers on the photo and you'll have to reposition them on their correct places. And in marker detection, you put markers on the person's body, and then the APECS app will recognize those markers from the photo and automatically position them. So let's start with manual mode. So in manual mode, you have your photo appeared. In your upper right corner, you have a guide, which indicates which marker you have to position on the photo. In your upper left corner, you have a zoom area, where you can zoom in and see all the details on the photo. You can also zoom in on the photo itself, you can reposition it. So let's begin. You try to locate your first marker. To do that, press on the screen for about a second and you'll have a marker appear just above your finger. You can drag it across the screen while locating the marker. If you don't know what exactly you have to locate, click on the question mark in the upper right corner and you'll have a list of markers to locate appear. In this list, you can click to see all the explanations on how to find the marker, how to palpate it. Now, so once you're doing your marker, once you've located it, click on the pin icon at the bottom. This will validate the marker and ask you to position a second one. And then the third one. And so on. Now, if you positioned a marker incorrectly, you can always go back and reposition it by clicking on the back arrow icon at the lower left corner. Doing this will erase the previous marker and ask you to position it again. You can also restart the whole analysis by clicking on the cycle arrow in the lower right corner. And you can also activate any marker that was already positioned and reposition it. So just press on the marker for about a second, you will activate it and you'll be able to reposition it again. So in case you positioned 5 markers, you don't have to click back all the markers. So let's continue positioning our markers. It is advised to palpate the body to identify exact anthropometrical landmarks. In the guide here, you can identify how to properly palpate and locate each marker. Let's accelerate. Now, once you've positioned all the markers, you will have preliminary results graphed on your image. In this case, you can see that some of the points maybe were incorrectly positioned. You can still reposition the markers. Just press on the point and the marker will be activated and you will be able to reposition it and refine your results. Also note that you can add measurements of length to the photo. For this, click on the ruler icon in the bottom right corner. Here you will be asked to measure something on the photo. Any measurement is good, so you can measure the waist or the width of the shoulders or the distance between knees, anything you wish. One of the common measurements is the height. So measure the height of the person and indicate it here. You can indicate it either in centimeters or in inches. Go the centimeters. You confirmed. Once you indicated the length, all measurements will be included automatically. You can also switch the photo to black and white mode to have more contrast with your indicators. You can also hide the face of the person by clicking on the mask icon in the bottom left corner. When you're satisfied with all the results, click on the green check icon at the bottom. This will let the app analyze the photo, record all the results to present you with a general overview where you have all the measurements taken, all the angles indicated, and all the lengths. So this was the manual mode. Now let's say you are not particularly satisfied with these results, you wish to perform a different evaluation. You can always restart it. So by clicking the cycle arrow at the top panel, this will erase the previous results and ask you to remake the analysis from the beginning. So you have to select the analysis mode. Now let's go with auto positioning. So in auto positioning, as was mentioned, APECS will preset all the markers at the same time. So what you have to do now is reposition them to their proper location. So as you can see, to do that, you press on the marker. The marker will be activated. You still have the anthropometrical landmark in your guide. So you have to relocate this marker to its correct place. The markers appear in approximate location, but you still have to validate them. So I will accelerate. Now, so once you've positioned all the markers and you verify that they're in correct positions, what you can do is again switch to the black and white mode. If you wish to save your results as a black and white picture, you can hide the face and you can add measurements by using again the ruler feature. So let's do that again by indicating the height of the person. Okay, so once you're satisfied with the results, click on the green check icon at the bottom. The app will launch the analysis again, taking all the measurements in consideration, and you will have, again, your overview screen. Now, let's see how the marker detection mode works. So for marker detection, what you need is a photo with a person that has green markers positioned already on the body. So first you have to get green markers. You can either do them yourself using paper or tape, special tape, or you can buy pre-made markers. They have to be of green color. The size you can do as big as you like. In general, we recommend to have at least a marker with a width of 1 centimeter or half an inch. So the diameter has to be 1 centimeter or half an inch. So let's delete this photo and upload a photo with markers on it. So as you can see, we have green markers positioned on the photo itself already. So let's crop it again and launch marker detection mode. Now, APECS will automatically recognize those markers and position markers on the photo, on those green stickers that you positioned on the person. If at some point, let's say, due to bad lighting or bad contrast, a marker was positioned incorrectly, you can still change its location by pressing on it and shifting it. So even if the marker was recognized incorrectly, or if you understood that you positioned the marker incorrectly, you can still reposition it. So just verify that everything is okay. Again, you can hide the person's face, change for contrast. When you're satisfied, just check, let the app analyze it, and the analysis is done. Now let's go to the side view. Again, here we'll be going with markers already preset on the body. Switch, marker detection. As you can see, APECS recognized it. We just verify. And let's hide person's body and put it in black and white. And let's validate. So once you validate it, switch to the right, and you will have first, as in a quick analysis, you get only a very general overview of the results. Still, you can edit them by tapping on them. So you can add your text, your notes, your remarks. You can add the person's name. You can add the date of birth. You can add some relevant exercises. So each exercise can be consulted. So you can see if the exercise is something you would recommend or not. So you can do that for every exercise in the list. And then you can select if you want to have it included in the report or not. Then you can also add a small comment to the exercises itself. So you can edit it. And when you are satisfied with everything, click Generate PDF Report. Now the app will regroup all the results, the measurements taken, the photos, and put them in one PDF file. So here you have the textual interpretation, where you could have added your own notes. You get the photos analyzed with table of values. You get some zoom-in areas of interest. And you get the exercises at the end with your note that you added. Now, as you know, you can edit and customize the header in the PDF report customization, so you can put your own banner, you can put your own contacts. Don't forget that you have now to save this report. To do that, you have to click on Save PDF, or here, Save as PDF. If you don't save the report, it will be lost to protect your data. And you will only have these general JPEG images that will be saved in the results folder on your main menu. Now, before saving, check that your paper size is correct. By default, on some phones, you have letter. So if you're using A4, for instance, this is a moment to change. So let's say if you're in Europe and you would like to print it on A4, just change it to A4 and the app will regenerate the report according to that standard. Now, once you're satisfied with it, click to save, and the app will ask you to select a folder on your phone where you wish to have your report saved. Remember that your report will be saved in that folder, in that specific folder, and you will be able to access then and download it yourself from that folder. You have full control over where results are saved. If you don't save the results, the PDF report will be lost to protect your data, and you will only have these general images. Now, these general images can be accessed from your results section on the main menu. So go to results, and you will have the images that were analyzed from the front view. So this was a full APECS tutorial. Again, customization is here. You can change the language of the app by going to settings. It will change the language of the report, and you have full control, and you can contact our support team and technical team if you have a bug or an issue.